Good afternoon, everyone. Wanted to make this quick video. Now, what we're looking at here is not the subject of this video. We'll get to that in a moment, but I did want to show y'all that I am making some progress as far as getting more room for my collection of statues. As you can see here, they're no longer all piled up and stacked up and like they were in the other room. I will be doing I don't know if I could call it a room tour because it's not a room full of statues, just a few of them. But I will be doing a tour of my statue collection soon. I'm still doing some moving around, rearranging, and all of that stuff. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's get a close-up view of this, and then we'll get to the main topic of this video. And I still have to do a review of this right here. I haven't forgotten about it. So stay tuned for that. It's coming. All right, let's get to the main topic. Be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. And please, before I get started, ignore the mess. Even though I've made more room in here to actually do some work, there's still a lot of clutter. I need more space. So I'm working on that. And part of that includes getting rid of some of those comics. You probably saw some of the short boxes in there. I probably have about 30 boxes, and I want to sort them, see what's in them, and try to get rid of them. So if you're interested in comics, make sure you come back, check me out for that. Okay, let's see. Okay, in the past, I would work on one statue at a time, and no, Carnage is not wearing a headscarf. Okay, he's I'm doing some work on that one, and I'll get back. You know what? I was going to talk about this one here. I don't know if you can tell it apart from all the red stuff in the background, but this one right here, I was going to talk about that one, but instead, let's talk about this one, and maybe I'll do another video on that one. All right, what I've been doing with this one, and I don't remember what I had done in the previous video on this bus, but since then, I think what I've done is I've removed the teeth. Where's my pointer? This will do. I have removed the teeth. I had some Sculpey clay teeth here, but I just couldn't get them right. So I removed those, and now I'm trying to figure out what to do with this right here. Still working on it. I repainted the flesh part of the model here. I didn't like the tone of the first one, so I got rid of it. This looks a little better. I've also added some clay eyebrows and some clay hair. Well, a clay eyebrow cut, take two. I've added a clay eyebrow and some clay hair. Okay, that's better. Let me see. I've done a little more black here, a little more black down here. And this here is a Sculpey eye made from Sculpey. I think Sculpey 3, maybe, not sure. Anyway, this is Sculpey. And let me see. I think that's it. So give me a moment. I'll remove his headscarf here and show you what's going on underneath that. All right, I'm back. And I think I can manage the camera with one hand while I do this with the other one. So this is what's going on, folks. This, like I said, this white part of the eye is Sculpey. So what I do, as you know, Sculpey has to go into the oven to bake. So once I bake it, I shape it and cut it and press it down and try to get it to form. As you can see, its head is rounded. So I try to get it to form to the shape of the head. So that's what the plastic and the scarf was for, to press it down to this shape. So this is pretty good. I also put glue underneath here before I attached it. Same with this one. As you can see, it's kind of, where we at? There we go. It looks a little bit rough around here, so I have to shape it some more. And this here, this is this cut, take two. Woo! This is hot glue. So once I get the shape, then I'll go around it with hot glue. And this is my first time. Hold on, that's a lie. I have only been working with Sculpey for maybe a month now. I stayed away from baked clay because it seemed like a hassle, but it's pretty convenient and I kind of like it. And again, I am learning, folks. I'm teaching myself to do all of this stuff. So there's going to be a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. And I think I just noticed, okay, no, never mind that. As you can see here, there's a gap in between the two pieces of clay. That's because when I was trying to shape this, I heated up with the air gun, not the air gun. Ooh, I can't talk. I heated this up with the hair dryer and it got too hot and it broke right here. So I'm not going to go and try to bake another piece. I'm just going to work with what I got. So maybe I can cover this up with some paint or something. I don't know, but if I can't cover it up, it'll just be a crack right here. So I have to still put another piece here, another piece here, shape it up, put some hot glue around the edge of it, and I'll figure out what to do with these teeth, and this will be done. All right, let's get this off of him and spin him around. And I don't believe this is translucent clay. I do have some translucent Sculpey, but I don't think this is it. This is something else. I don't know what it's called. All right, and that's it for this one. And these folks, these are all of my other projects I'm currently working on. And I think I started talking about this several minutes ago and I never completed the thought. But anyway, I used to work on just one statue at a time. Then I would have a backup statue to work on when I wasn't working on the first one. But now what I do is I have several that I'm working on, not all at the same time, but when I get tired of working with one, or when the paint is drying on one, or the clay is drying, whatever the case may be, then I'll go to the other one. So right here you see probably 8 or 9, and I am working on most of these right now. And that's not even counting that one right there. So these keep me busy. All right, folks, I'll talk more about the rest of these in another video, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching and thank you for your continued support. Bye.